problem on your homework is 3-25. This says, on your paper, write the equation represented at right. So that's this math that they're looking at. Simplify as much as possible, then solve for x. So we're going to have to write down this expression and then simplify it. And they're also giving us an e-tool. So why don't we go ahead and use that? So of course, the first thing we need to do is write down the equation. So I'll do that first. So this is 3-25. All right, so the first part on the left, it looks like we've got an x, and then we've got two negative ones, so that's -2, and then we've got one positive one. And now we have to take care of the region below this negative area right here. So we'll handle that by putting a negative sign and parentheses. And then inside of that is the tiles that we have there. We've got a -x, and we have 1, 2, 3 +1 tiles. So that's +3. So then I'll put the equal sign right there where the middle is, because this double line running down the middle means that both sides are equal to each other. And then let me start writing down what's over on the right-hand side. So it looks like we have 6 ones. So there's 6. And then we have the negative area down below. So I'll put a negative sign and parentheses. And then inside that negative area, a +1 and a -1. So 1 minus 1. Okay, so now we can start simplifying. And in order to simplify, we can use some of the legal moves that we know about. So the first one is, let's see if we can make zeros or combine like terms. So I see an opportunity up here and down here. So I'm going to go ahead and put these together and then just pull them off the mat. We've made a 0 with them, and I can take these off the mat too. Okay, so let's see what we have left now that we've done that. So I still have the x up top, but we've combined the -2 and the +1, so now we only have -1 left. But down below, we still have what we had before, which is the -x plus 3. And then on the other side, we still have those 6 tiles up on the top, but this has been eliminated because 1 minus 1 is 0. And so this all just went away. Okay, so the next thing that we can do is probably number 2 on our legal moves, which is flip the tiles as we move from the negative to the positive region. So I'm going to do that right now. So I'll just take all of these and move them up, and then I'll flip them. Okay, now that we've done that, let's record what we did. Okay, so over on this side, we had that x -1, and now we took these parentheses and we flipped what was inside. So the negative x, the opposite of -x is a positive x. The opposite of a +3 is a -3. Okay, and then we still have 6 over on this side. So our next move, if we're looking on this list, we don't have any same value tiles on either side, but we could add the same value tile to each side and then make zeros. So if we did that, we'd be able to get these 2 x tiles by themselves. So we can add positive tiles. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 positive tiles. And then, of course, we have to do the same thing over in the other side. 2, 3, and 4. So we've added a positive 4 to both sides. So let's go ahead and write that down. So let's see, now we have, and we can actually do a little combining of like terms too over here. We've got 2 x's, and then we've got we had 2 negative numbers here, 2 negative constants, -1 and -3, so that's -4. And now we've just added 4 positive tiles, and then over here we've added 4 positive tiles too. Okay, so now we're going to make zeros where we can. So let's take all of these off because we made zeros out of them. Oops, missed one. Okay, there. All right, so this is what we have left. And let's rewrite our equation so it reflects that. All right, so we still have a 2x on this side, but we combined -4 and 4. So that's all we have left, just the 2x. And over here, because we added 4 more tiles, now we have 10. So now we can do one of the last moves we have, legal moves, which is dividing both sides by the same amount. So we've got an x tile up here and an x tile down here, and we've got 6 tiles, or actually, so we'll just divide these other tiles into 2. So let's put them all together neatly so it'll be easy to count them and so that we know that we've divided them evenly. Okay, so evenly divided here and here by 2, and we know x should be equal to 5. So let's make that happen on our paper too. So we're dividing this side by 2 and dividing this side by 2. And so what we have left over here is x, because 2 over 2 is a giant 1, and we don't write the ones in front of our variables. And then 10 divided by 2 is 5. So x is equal to 5, just as it is on our mat.